Samuel! Get over here! What are these two conveniently placed chairs doing here? Come sit down! Look at this. This is nice. Right in the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
We should like
talk about something.
Good idea. What's on your mind?
Well,
Chick-fil-A? I like talking about
that's
that.
always a good option. Or we could talk about Cane's.
Oh!
Well, oh.
We don't need to do that. What if we talk about the DC trip? That was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, it was. That was awesome. It's been a while, though. I don't know if I could talk for very long about that.
Good point.
You know, we could talk about that one time.
Oh, that one time. Oh, I don't know if we want to talk about that in these two chairs conveniently placed here in the middle of the stage.
I mean, we haven't had any better ideas, I guess, so.
Okay. Well, do you mind if I
Begin.
So, I remember it like this. It all started when...
Welcome to biology. Today we're going to review the characteristics of living things. Would anyone like to come up and write them on the board?
That's all you, Samuel.
Sure.
Thanks, Samuel. All right, can you read those for us, please?
Yes, we got movement, respiration, sensitivity and response to stimuli, maintains homeostasis, growth, reproduction, excretion, and food nutrition.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You can have a seat. Does anyone else have any questions? Yeah, AJ.
Oh, what could you give us some examples of these things with these characteristics?
Sure. Things like squirrels, dolphins, pine trees, and of course Michelle.
What?
Michelle?
Who's Michelle? What?
Well, in true Montessori fashion, you'll just need to discover that for yourself.
So yeah, that was kind of really strange, and I don't know. None of us had ever heard of Michelle.
No, not
That
at
was
all.
Just out of the blue. So we we touched base about it, tried to figure out if anyone knew who that was or what that was.
Yeah.
And nobody had anything.
So I talked to Samuel after school by the lockers, and we established that the best thing to do to move forward with this was that I'd pick him up in the morning, and we'd start our journey to find Michelle.
And we are off to find Michelle.
Indeed we are.
So then we felt like the time was right to get out of the car, and we...
Oh, it was the perfect time
Yeah,
to get out of the car.
We could tell. We just knew. We both knew.
Yeah.
I looked at you, you looked at me, we just knew. it was
Hopped
the
right
right
out of
time.
that thing.
And we looked around.
Dude, I am so confident we're gonna find Michelle here. This is like...
How are we... Dude, she could be anywhere in this whole world. How are we gonna find Michelle?
Good point.
I know where Michelle
What?
is.
What?
You heard that too?
Yeah? Where did that come from?
Down here. Listen, I know exactly how to find Michelle. All you have to do is follow the signs.
What signs?
The signs over there.
Oh! I get it.
So yeah, then we started following the signs, and Samuel and I started moving. We did our very epic walks,
Oh yeah.
and we were cruising through many wonders, hills, grassy plains, mountains,
Yep.
beaches.
Yeah, I think we swam a few times.
Oh, forgot about that.
Then my hair kind of froze pretty badly. That was not good on the mountain after
Oh.
the beach. Yeah, that
I forgot about that part.
was
Yeah.
not good. But yeah, after like, what, 300 miles or so, I think we found the second sign. Something like that.
Well,
Does that
yeah,
sound right to you?
we found the second sign, but before we found the second sign, in the middle of that, we ran
Oh,
into.
yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Wait, that was weird. I was not expecting that at all. What's that?
Oh, Samuel, get down! That's a mighty T-Rex.
That is one well-fleshed T-Rex.
Okay, buddy. Wait, Samuel, is that a goat?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, he looks pretty good too.
Wait, this might not end well.
Ha! Dude, what is happening?
What is? Oh!
Ah!
I know what's going on.
How'd you get here?
What? Doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
Well, that's not important right now, but let me tell you boys exactly what's going on. So, natural selection is what you're looking at. It is a primary mechanism of evolution, mainly discovered by Charles Darwin. Natural selection mostly covers trait inheritance, variation, and adaptation over time through a population. Over time, certain traits get favored over others. The trait that is favored is typically the one that best blends in with the environment, protecting species from predators. Right now, the goat with a white head is getting attacked because he was the first victim the dino spotted. The camouflage goat, however, is nowhere in sight because it blends in.
Okay, I think we're just gonna keep looking for Michelle.
Good plan.
Oh yeah, so then we saw the second sign, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and it said, walk straight ahead. I remember
straight
this
ahead.
because I was so confident that there was something clear we could actually do without needing to just guess.
Gee, the mariachi band in nature is just beautiful.
AJ, focus. Wait, is that
Boom!
another sign?
That's awesome!
Yes!
Wait, straight ahead?
What if the road curves? Are we... It says straight ahead, I guess.
I mean, a sign's a sign.
Yep. Here we go.
Let's go straight.
So we walked straight ahead. And
Straight ahead.
It did not work out how I thought it would.
But we did find a bridge.
Yes, we found the bridge.
And that was an adventure. Gee, that's a pretty appealing bridge. You think Michelle's up there?
I think so.
Let's
There's
go.
a good chance.
Yeah. Michelle! Michelle! Michelle, wait!
What are those little guys? Let's check them out.
Oh.
Hello, guy. Ah! Get up! What?
Nucleic acid!
That is not what I was expecting.
Samuel, dude, chill. They're just fine. Look, I think they're just trying to make friends. Look. Hey, little guy. See? He's so sweet.
Lipid! Protein!
Samuel, I think you were right about them being dangerous. Oh my goodness.
Carbohydrate!
Yeah, so we were getting bashed up by those biomolecules. It was not good. And then all of a sudden the lunchbox shows up again.
Yup.
Somebody help us! Anybody! Anybody but the lunchbox.
I can help you.
No, you can't!
Those are the biomolecules. Nucleic acids code for traits and actions done by cells. Their monomers are nucleotides. Some examples are DNA and RNA. Lipids are stored energy. Their monomers are fatty acids. Proteins are a long-term energy source. Their monomers are amino acids. Carbohydrates are a quick energy source. Their monomers are monosaccharides.
That's not the help we need! Can you give us some kind of physical help?
Well, I do have 3 items, but first we're going to have to sing the Lunchbox song. Sing it with me.
I am done with this.
Lunchbox, lunchbox, here I am. Lunchbox, lunchbox, helping hand. Lunchbox, lunchbox, take your pick. Need it now, I've got it quick. Ready, let's go! Lunchbox, lunchbox.
Lunchbox help!
Oh. Do you really hate it that much?
Yeah,
Okay, well, we can move on from this.
yeah, let's do that. Lunchbox, dude! What's the first item?
I have a fig bar. Here you go.
Seriously? A fig bar. Well, I guess it's something. Should we eat it, AJ?
Yeah! Let's.
Quick, wait. You're coming.
Take a half. That's pretty good. It's gonna give me some energy for the fight. Ah! The fish is getting me! Ah! But the pretzel rods,
Those almost worked.
they did.
Maybe if we had been better at fighting, better at self-defense, they would have helped. But Lunchbox, what's the second item?
Well, I do have pretzel rods.
We can fight with those. Can I have them? Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Ah! Samuel, you don't understand. That's not how you properly use it. You cast abracadabra. See that? Oh, abracadabra!
Yeah. Your face was not in good condition for the next
No, not really.
next few hours, to say the least.
Oh, but then there was the third mystery.
Yeah, we tried that, which I guess was good because it got us out of there.
Yeah,
Not the way we wanted it to, though.
Lunchbox, what's the third item?
The mystery item is called mitosis.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
just
whatever,
give us
it doesn't
that.
matter. Just give it, yeah.
You two will go through the phases of mitosis, starting with interphase, which is not truly a phase of mitosis, but is only a part of the cell cycle. Your DNA and organelles will replicate, and when that's done, you're ready for mitosis. It begins with the prophase. The DNA begins to coil into chromosomes, and the centrioles gather at the end of the cell and begin to put forth the spindle fibers. Next, metaphase. The spindle fibers grab and now fully formed chromosomes and line them up in the middle of the cell. Then, in anaphase, the spindle fibers pull the chromosomes apart, each side taking a half of each chromosome, and then begin to put them in the end of the cell. Then, the two final steps, telophase and cytokinesis, happen simultaneously. The chromosomes are brought to the opposite ends of the cell, and the two nuclei begin to form around the two respective groups. As this is taking place, the edges of the cell membrane begin to pinch together in the middle. The new nuclei fully formed, and the cell membrane separates, forming two new cells.
Samuel,
What's happening?
Samuel!
No.
Wait.
Mitosis.
Yeah, but when we got split up, what exactly did you do?
Well, I got flung down the one side of the bridge. And then... yeah, I know your story.
You? I've told this to you?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think you know what I went through. No. Okay, so I literally woke up.
You were asleep?
I don't know. I remember mitosis happening, and then I woke up and I was in the woods without you and in an outfit. What the heck? Samuel? Where? Oh my gosh, where am I? What the? Why am I blue? Oh my gosh. What is happening? Somebody help Samuel. What? I need, oh my gosh. Somebody. Michelle!
An outfit?
An outfit. It was big and blue with eyes on the top.
Wait. Cookie Monster?
Oh, that kind of makes sense now. Is that who I was supposed to? That explains why I really wanted a cookie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I was there, and the lunchbox told me about photosynthesis because we were around like plants and stuff, and I wanted energy from a cookie. If Samuel was here, he'd know what to do. He'd know exactly what to do. He's always focused on the signs. I haven't been able to point out one sign this entire trip, and I've probably passed a bunch of signs right now. He's probably following the signs. Wait, how do we even get here? Why are we split up in the first place? Last thing I remember was getting attacked by those biomolecules. That's right. Oh my gosh. What is happening? How am I here? I don't even know anymore. What's the point? I can help you. Oh no, not again. What do you mean you can help? You've let us nothing but help the last few times you've been around. I actually feel like I could use a cookie right now. Why do I have that impulse? Mr. Lunchbox, sir, I know you had like pretzel rods and a fig bar. Is it possible you have a cookie? Oh yes, I have a cookie, but why do you need a cookie? Do you just love it as a treat? Do you need it for some energy? Do you want... Well, yes, all of the above. I am a little tired. I could use some energy. Speaking of energy, let me tell you all about energy. Because we're in nature, let me tell you about how plants get their energy. Oh, no, Mr. Lunchbox, that won't be necessary. I don't need to know how plants get energy. I just need energy from a cookie right now. Please. Oh, no, it's fine. I promise. Let me tell you. Oh, dear. Samuel, where are you?
Photosynthesis is how plants get their energy. There are two main stages: light-dependent reactions and light-independent reactions. The light-dependent reaction happens in the thylakoid membranes. The plant absorbs the sunlight, and by doing so, it releases oxygen from splitting water molecules. Then, ATP and NADPH get created. In the light-dependent reactions, which is also called the Calvin cycle, ATP and NADPH are used to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. This stage happens in the stroma.
Doesn't really make sense how that all connects, but then it was getting a little darker out, and I was really missing you, and then I went to find this bonfire, and then I was by this bonfire, and I was just feeling really lonely, and then Lunchbox showed up again. Well, guys, the sun's going down. Found this really, really cool bonfire here, so I think I might just camp here for the night unless something else changes. Oh, you know what would be really beneficial right now? A campfire story. Those always get me in a bitter mood. I can tell you a story. What? You again? Oh my gosh, no, you cannot tell me a story. Stop following me. You stupid lunchbox. Oh, trust, I can tell you all the stories. I am so good at telling stories. Okay, you know what? Fine. The story's gonna make me feel better anyway. That might be nice. Just, what's the story about? DNA replication, of course. DNA replication? I don't want to hear
On
about...
a dark and stormy night, a DNA helix emerged. The helix looked as if it was forming another helix. There were two strands, lacking and lagging. Then stood the enzymes, 4 of them. Ligase, which glued. Primase, which synthesized the RNA primer. helicase, which unzipped, and polymerase, the spell check of the entire strand. But those weren't the only enzymes present. There was also topoisomerase and the single-stranded binding proteins. Soon, there was another, entirely similar but different helix. Even the Okazaki fragments found their place. Then, it started all over again!
But then he started talking about protein synthesis. And it was a really, really scary story. Like, I never want to be synthesized. Well, I tend to get a little scared of campfire stories, so I decided to run away from Lunchbox and his story. But fortunately, I did run into some sort of structure that I might be able to stay in for the night. So then I ran away because I was really scared from the protein synthesis story, and I found like this old shed in the middle of the woods. So then I went into the shed in the middle of the woods, and I opened the door, and behold, there was a giant speaker blasting music. And I went in there. I don't even know what happened. I just sort of like let my guard down, and all the scary stories floated from my head, and I started dancing.
I know you've been searching. You should know you worked it. What you been doing ain't working. You should let us show you the way. Yeah. The way. Yeah.
Oh, remember the goat and the dino? They were there too. And
The goat? The goat was there too? What?
yeah,
Let us show you the way. Yeah. The way. Yeah. The way. Yeah. The way. Let us show you the way. The way. Yeah. The way. The way.
they were both there. And they were dancing with me. We were all having so much fun. And then, well, then I woke up.
Again?
Wait,
What?
was I dreaming that whole time?
Well, if the goat was still alive, probably.
Because then I woke up on the other side of the bridge.
Oh.
Oh! Well, no wonder I was in some big, puffy blue pajamas. I was dreaming the entire time? Wait, I didn't actually have a dance party with a goat and a dinosaur?
I don't think so. I thought the dinosaur ate the goat.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Wait, so that means the whole time we were just on the opposite sides of the bridge. Oh! Because then when I woke up, I came across, well, this spot where it perfectly looks like there needed to be a sign.
Yeah. Okay. So, I didn't wake up, I don't think.
Huh, you did it?
Well, I don't think I
But
ever
you're
fell
here
asleep.
now. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. So you actually remember, like, falling off the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, what just happened? Man, things look a lot more dreary without AJ. AJ, where are you? No, what did that do? Where's the lunchbox? I'm all alone. No. Yeah. What do I do? Lunchbox. Oh. Thank goodness you're here. what do I do? Can you help me? I don't know. I feel really weak and scared and alone. Can you give me anything to strengthen me, or I don't know. What do you have? Anything? Well, I actually already gave you something that would strengthen you. I gave you that fig bar. What? Oh, I don't feel strong though. I already ate it a long time ago.
Well, that's because your body's cells have to go through the process of cellular respiration. The fig bar you ate contains glucose, or sugar that must be processed into smaller units of energy to be usable for your cells. In cellular respiration, your cells take glucose and oxygen molecules at a ratio of 1 glucose to 6 oxygen, and they react to form bonds between ADP molecules and individual phosphate groups to form ATP molecules. The products of this reaction are 6 carbon molecules and 6 water molecules for each glucose molecule.
Okay, well that gets me ATP, but how does my body use ATP? Like, and my muscles are still weak. I mean, I need strong muscles to go all out here and find Michelle. And I don't think these things run on ATP.
Well, yes, then your cells need to do protein synthesis. This uses the ATP to move things around. First, in the nucleus, the enzyme RNA synthase makes a reverse copy of stretch of DNA. In a similar process to DNA replication, this single backbone strand is called messenger RNA or mRNA. Then this mRNA is transported to the ribosomes, where transfer RNA and the ribosomal RNA work together to translate the mRNA strand into an amino acid chain. The tRNA molecules each carry in an amino acid that corresponds to its anticodon, which matches up with the codon on the mRNA. One by one, these amino acids are lined up and form a chain known as a protein. Some of these proteins form your muscles.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Well, thanks anyway. Yeah, I do think it's starting to kick in. Alright, time to find Michelle, I guess. Shout AJ. Michelle? Michelle? Where are you? Yeah, and then I came up to this sign. It was the last sign we saw, I think. And it said, turn here. So it was like the road, and then the sign right here said turn, and there was a road there. And so I turned, obviously. But there's just a little clump of woods with some... And I thought Michelle was behind the big tree, but she wasn't behind the big tree.
Doesn't make sense. But it said turn there?
Yeah. What? I don't know.
These signs are so misleading.
Other side. Yes.
Gee, it almost seems as though there's supposed to be a sign there or something. Guess I'll just turn this way.
Michelle? Wait. AJ?
Samuel?
AJ!
Then our lunchbox friend appeared.
Yep. We were kind of fed up with him at this point because he told us he was going to help us find Michelle. And we hadn't found Michelle yet, or any clues really except the signs.
So I threatened him.
And we're like,
Samuel, dude, what exactly happened?
I don't know. It was really weird. It's that lunchbox's fault, I think, but I don't know.
We should never have agreed to using that secret item, mitosis. There he is again.
I guess, what's he going to say?
There are two different types of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Eukaryotes have a nucleus alongside many other organelles. They can be found in plants, animals, fungi, and protists. Prokaryotes have no nucleus and few organelles. They can be found in different bacteria, both if these cells contain many organelles. To pinpoint a few examples, there is the Golgi apparatus, which packages protein and lipids into vesicles, the mitochondria, which generates the ATP, and of course the ribosomes, which are responsible for the protein synthesis. But the most important part of the cell is arguably the membrane. The cell membrane acts as the gatekeeper by controlling what enters and what exits. This is essential because it stabilizes the cell's internal environment. This brings me to an absolutely terrific segue. Did you know that everything that I've been telling you about today on your journey is all interdependent and connected with each other? These are not just useless topics that are inserted on their own. No, they are dependent on each other. Some examples I have for you is like DNA needs proteins to replicate. Organelles rely on cell membranes. Cells rely on biomolecules, and natural selection depends on genetic variation. You see, and all these things that we've learned, and all these things that I have told you about, they are all useful together. Without one, you couldn't have the other. You understand? They all work together, whether how far apart or how close together. They are all a very important part of God's plan. So, with that to say, next time you're thinking about one of these topics, don't pass it by. No, this is a very important thing that Lunchbox is trying to communicate to you. Why is this important? It's important because instead of thinking that you can just go use this useless information somewhere, use useless information, how does that even work? Instead of thinking that, you can think in your mind the next time we go over something like this, that these things work together. You can be like, oh, natural selection. Well, how does that connect with DNA replication or mitosis? All of these things that we've learned about. So please use that wisely.
All right, Lunchbox. You told us you were going to help us find Michelle, and you've just been giving us all this information we can't use for that. What's the deal here?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, if you show up one more time, mark my words, we will unzip you.
So then we both started looking for Michelle.
Yes. Well, you
What?
didn't do very much looking. I was actually a little disappointed in you.
What?
I was giving you faces the whole time. You were there goofing around, and I was diligently looking for Michelle.
That's not how I remember it.
That's how I remember it perfectly.
Michelle?
Michelle? Michelle! Michelle? Michelle! Okay, yeah, so I was looking for her on that one playground piece of equipment that spins.
Yep.
So I was spinning, and that lunchbox appeared again on the monkey bars right next to the thing that was spinning around. So I stopped, and I got very mad at that lunchbox.
Yeah, because you told him you were gonna unzip him.
Exactly.
He showed up again, right?
So I unzipped him. The lunchbox? What did I say if we saw you one more time?
No, what are you gonna, no!
You're getting unzipped, buddy.
Wait, is there something in there?
Oh,
I knew he was hiding something from us.
Oh.
What is it?
What could it be? I don't understand. Intelligence is being tracked?
What? Who can help us with, Lunchbox, what does this mean?
What is this?
That's a pedigree. It's a diagram that tracks a trait through generations. A square indicates a male individual, while a circle indicates a female. If a shape is filled in, that individual has the trait that is being tracked. If not, he or she does not have it, but may carry it if it is a recessive trait. A horizontal line between two shapes indicates marriage, and a vertical line from this shows parent to offspring connection. Traits and pedigrees are passed on through these connections in many different types of inheritance, from Mendelian dominance to polygenic epistatic incomplete dominance. However, as these traits are passed down, mistakes in the process can occur, leading to mutations. These mutations are often different from the parent's traits and can be passed down, creating diversity in a population.
Wait, so Michelle's our dad?
And we're brothers?
What? Samuel! Oh my gosh!
Oh, man. Oh,
I didn't know this whole time, but
wait, we still have to find Michelle.
no.
Oh my gosh. What is this lunchbox just keeps giving us more and more information and won't help us find Michelle.
Lunchbox! Where is Michelle?
I am Michelle.